Welcome back, everybody. We now go by the numbers, a few facts and figures that caught our eye, and at least some of the numbers that surprised us, some funny, some serious. Now, up first, question I asked right before we went to break. How many people do you think, we got 7 billion people in our global population, how many people do you think have access to clean toilets? Any guess here, guys?
2 billion.
Yeah, 2.4 billion.
4.5 billion have access to toilets. I look really intelligent, but I saw these numbers before. Now, compare that to how many people have mobile phones. Like, okay.
4.6 billion.
I think he looked at the numbers. No. 5 billion.
6 billion people
have
a cell phone. That's amazing.
That's the whole thing.
And less than that have access to toilets. Anyway, these stats released by the UN, and they're doing it in part to point out a call to action to improve sanitation and hygiene. UN says about 1,800 kids a day die each day as a result of diseases that could be prevented if you had decent sanitation. All right, to the next one here. This question is about the percentage of Americans you think live in a two-parent household in 2010.
Two-parent household in 2010. I don't know, 62%.
Not bad.
I can say 58. Yeah.
All right. How about that number? Can you show it to me? Because I don't even remember it. All right. Well, they're
63.
63%.
Nice.
But compare that to 1970, only 40 years ago, more than 4 out of 5 kids lived in a two-parent household. And what was interesting when you go into those numbers is, I saw this in the Times, the consequence has been more acutely seen for young men. Young women can do very well and succeed in that, but young men, because with the absence of a male figure in the household, whether it be for discipline or for whatever else, the actual wages for those kids, and I think it's compounded with the amount of factories that you can't find a manufacturing job like you could have 40 years ago without, people going to college, having a college degree, et cetera, et cetera. So anyway, the cause and effect of the two-parent household and the one-parent household, they're saying is turning up, at least when it relates to wages.
Dan Quayle was right.
Oh,
Go figure.
Look at me to Murphy Brown here. And what's scary is how many people know who Murphy Brown is when I say that.
Or Dan Quayle.
Or Dan Quayle. All right. Spell potato. Now, who do you think, what do you think the rate of autism in the U.S. is right now? This was in the headlines this week, and we have all paid a lot more attention, thankfully, in the last decade to autism. But new numbers came out, the rate of autism. Take a guess.
I saw the numbers today, so I'll skip.
2%.
That's actually dead on. 1 in 50 kids have autism in this country. And compare that number to the rate in the 1990s. It is 1 in 500. Now, I'm sure the number didn't take into, they didn't do as accurate testing as they're doing now. But I don't think it multiplied tenfold here just in terms of the testing. I think there's contributing factors. I'm not going to pretend to know everything, but they say there's environmental issues. They're talking about, they're even saying that if you're a victim of a household of domestic violence, the rate of autism goes up. I don't know the cause and effect of it, but it's stunning. 1 in 50 kids have autism, and we're finally just getting our arms wrapped around this. We're going to be talking a lot, obviously, in the month of April about it with Autism Awareness Month upon us. Okay, now, speaking of the NCAAs, and neither of you have already picked wrong, right? We already have one.
Completely right.
Yeah, completely right.
Okay. Well, then, this is the odds the two of you have of creating a perfect bracket here. Let's give the number, everybody. I'm not even going to pretend the number, but that's 15 digits after 9 here. What is
permutations,
it? Quintillion, right? Guys, I think it is, or something like that.
Quintillions.
Yeah, that surprised me at least. You know, there's 68 guys, 68, you know, they play 30.
All we win is a dinner at my office.
Exactly. 1 in 128 billion. If you know basketball. Anyway,
if you know basketball.
If you know basketball. Wow. And people can debate what that means. But anyway, all right, so don't bet the ranch here. They get a perfect bracket, I guess. Now, how many Americans, this one stunned me at least. Did you guys see this number already?
I saw the number, yeah.
Okay.
I don't think I did.
Cheating.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
All right. I will tell you this much.
I
was way off.
Yoko Ono
Since
tweeted this.
1980, how many Americans have died? We talked about guns last segment since
Lennon
was killed.
Right? Including suicide?
Yeah.
I think all by guns altogether.
Yeah.
Answer more than 1 million. More than 1 million people have died since he was killed in early December, excuse me, in 1980. Right. You think the public would be shocked by that one, Evan, if they knew?
I think so. I think it's like when you hear how many car deaths there are every year, automobile accidents, is you don't want to believe it. I think the number is 30,000 annually in the United States. 2/3 of that is by suicide, which is obviously not good either. But 10,000 is a totally unacceptable number, and it's preventable, and that's truly the saddest part.
All right, everybody. I want to thank you guys here very much. I got a little editorial after the break, but Bill and Evan, I really appreciate the time. Thank you, guys. Have a great weekend. We'll be right back, everybody. Yes, go Qs. As I say, John's a fan here. I don't know if I can go that far. We'll be right back, everybody. Please stay with us.